Yo, what is going on, guys? UpLyft Cosmic here. Hope you guys are having a great day so far. So I just got back from seeing The Flash, and I am proud to say that this movie was fantastic. Now, as you see as the title, this is a spoiler review, but it's not till the end of the video, so I'm going to keep it like no spoilers until right to the end of the video, so I won't go into, I'll tell you when the spoilers are going to happen, so you're not going to be like, oh crap. So, spoilers are at the end, so I won't talk about that until the end. Okay, shut up, Logan. So let me just tell you, first things first, like I said, no spoilers. Ezra Miller did a fantastic job as Barry Allen. Like, I was a little bit skeptical going in. I'm like, I don't know how I'm gonna feel, he's kind of a different take. He definitely is a different take than Grant Gustin and whatnot, and whomever else, in the past have played him. Barry Allen, of course. But I think this Barry Allen really worked well. He did a great job. You can tell he really cares about the character of Barry Allen for sure. He's definitely funny. Like, this movie, like, genuinely is funny. Like, obviously, there's two different Barry Allens in this movie, as you saw in the trailer. That's not a spoiler. There's two different Barry Allens. And let me tell you, the younger Barry with the longer hair, oh my God, he plays him so perfectly. He literally gives me, like, vibes of myself. Like, I'm not gonna lie to you guys, he makes a lot of, like, inappropriate jokes. I feel like I would say some stuff like that, like he had my sense of humor to a degree, and they both do, but regardless, that's on a tangent. I just think he did a great job playing two different characters, so that major props to Ezra for playing two different Barrys so well. They're very distinctive in their own way, but they're similar, so you'll know what I mean when you see the movie. What else? I'm trying to stay on a positive note on the beginning. When it comes to the special effects, so this is kind of the part where it's kind of like a mixed bag for me. So there's a lot of times where the CGI is pretty good, like it's really good, like really neat looking, cool stuff, But there's other times, to be completely honest with you guys, where it just does not look good. There's like a lot of scenes, especially with like the faces, and it's mainly with like Barry's character because he's playing two different characters, so I'm not sure how they really did that. I'm not sure if they like shot one scene, then added the other one. I'm really not sure how they did it. But there's just some times where you could tell where it gives you like, kind of like Superman vibes off of the Justice League cut right in the beginning, So take that how you will, So it's really if that's going to really bother you that bad, then I don't know. But if you can look past some of the CGI parts, then I think you'll be fine, But I'm not going to lie, there's definitely some parts where I'm like, ooh, that does not look good. But whatever, you take what you can get at the end of the day. When it comes, and let me think, anything else. So, see, I can't really say too much in this part because I don't want to give spoilers away. There's not really, I don't have many nitpicks with the film. There's a little nitpick I do have when it comes to the villain aspect. There's not really a villain, like there's villains in the movie, but they're not really a main factor of the movie. When you see the movie, you'll know what I mean. But it's not really a prime aspect of the movie. So as we saw in the trailer, Barry wants to save his mom. I'm not going to tell you exactly how everything happens or unravels or whatnot, but that's his main goal in the whole movie. That's all I'll keep it to, okay? Now, me being a Flash fan, in general, the Flash has always been like my favorite DC character. He's my second favorite superhero, Spider-Man being the number one. Flash is right there with him, then Batman's probably right there below Flash. But speaking of Batman, let me tell you, Michael Keaton as Batman, and let me be honest, I've never really seen the original Batmans, 89 and, what was it, 90, 91 or something when the other one came out. I don't remember what the Michael Keaton ones. I'm not gonna lie, I don't really remember them. I've watched bits and pieces, but I never really fully sat down and just watched them. And let me tell you, now I want to go back and watch those because he did such a fantastic job. I'm telling you, like, no offense to Ben Affleck, I think he does a great job in this movie too. But Michael Keaton was kicking some major dollar sign, okay? Like, his fight scenes were awesome. Like, the scene, well, I can't really say that. Well, I'll just say the part with Supergirl. That's all I'm gonna say. You'll know what I mean. That whole sequence right there, he is kicking some ass. Okay, so it is awesome. It's awesome. He does a great. I love his bat suit, by the way. It looks so good, by the way. Now speaking of other Batmen, such as Michael Keaton. I just said that, you idiot. Ben Affleck did a really good job too. I think I think Ben Affleck is my favorite Bruce Wayne. It's hard to really say. He does a great job as Bruce Wayne. I love his Bruce Wayne. And his Batman's great too. He does a great job. Ben Affleck does in this movie, I will say I didn't really care for his new bat suit in this. Personally, I like the colors and how it looks, but it just looks a little bit funny with the way that kind of his cowl is connected. It just looks a little bit odd in my opinion. Not really a major, like, problem. It's just my own opinion. What else though? But he's not in it too long, so it's not really a spoiler. But just be aware, Ben Affleck's not really in the movie too long. It's more of a Michael Keaton Batman show. What else? Iris West really isn't in the movie too long. And other side characters that you had might maybe seen. I'm not sure. Patty and I can't remember the other guy's name off the top of my head. I'm blanking for some reason. They're not really in it too often. But when they are, that is pretty funny. Oh, I think I was gonna tell you, like, this movie is genuinely funny. Like I was saying earlier, there's some like really funny moments in this movie. Like I just couldn't stop laughing. Like it takes a lot for me to like start cracking up in the theater. I'm like, that was hilarious. Like it was hilarious. Like, I mean, genuinely, like it was funny, man. Really, really funny. Um, what else? I'm trying not to get too spoiler territory just yet. I feel like I can miss a lot. Supergirl, duh. Oh my God, by the way, she a little fine little mama. Anyways, sorry. She did a great job. I love her suit, by the way. They did such a great job crafting her suit. It looks great, by the way. Kara Zor-El did a great, or Kara, the actress that played her, did a great job, and she was very charismatic as Kara. You know, I know she's not our typical Kara, but it's an alternate universe. You know, it's not the specific one. Just like the Barry we know, it's a different universe. Both different ones, you know. And same with Michael Keaton, it's a different universe, you know. That's not a spoiler, just that's obvious, right? But regardless, they did a great job as their characters, I'm just so happy with that aspect of the movie. I don't know how else to get anywhere. I feel like I'm missing some stuff right now. I'm not trying to blank. I did like the Flash suit. I will say it's very CGI heavy on the suit, obviously, which does kind of suck because I think I do prefer the Justice League Flash suit, to be honest with you. But that's just my preference, you know. I do still really like this one too. It's more comic accurate in my opinion, but that's just nitpicking stuff, you know. It's still a cool suit, of course. I don't know, like everything was just really, really good in this movie. Like I said, I think my major nitpicks I would say with this movie is mainly just the CGI was a bit off at times. Specifically, and you'll know what I mean when they're in the what is not the Bat ship. Why am I blanking on the name of Batman's? Oh my God, his plane, the Bat plane. You know what I'm talking about. I'm just blanking on names right now. When they're in that for the first time with the different Barrys and Michael Keaton's in there, you'll know what I mean when it comes to like the faces feeling off. I just think it's the way they did it, and it's nothing really like gonna break the movie for you. It'll throw you off for sure. It threw me off. I'm like, oh, I see that, but whatever, right? I don't know, guys. Everything else is just great. I'm not trying to go into too crazy, but I don't know. I think I might just get to spoilers. So, final rating for the movie, I'll just give it to you guys now, so you can click away and come back whenever you go see the movie yourself. I'm gonna give this movie, man, I don't know. I'm gonna give it like either an 8.5 or a 9. It is that good, guys. I'm so serious. I am very happy with the way it turned out. With a few major nitpicks, like I said, with the villains not really being present, but it's not really focused on that. Oh, one more thing I want to point out. Why is Barry's mom Hispanic? That's the only thing that threw me off. Like, that's a little, it's not really, it's just a weird casting. Like, the actress did great as her, of course. But I know they changed the dad too, of course, but from Justice League. But why is the mom Hispanic? I don't know. I don't think Barry has any Hispanic ties in him, but yeah, I don't know. I'm really not sure. But if someone can let me know, that'd be appreciated. But like I said, the actress did great for her. Just, I don't know why she's Hispanic when Barry's not Hispanic. But whatever, right? It's not the end of the world. Just a bit of a weird casting, that's all. Other than that, though, like I said, his mom was a bit weird. Some of the casting was just a bit off, I feel like. I don't know. Not all the casting, just a few. Mainly the mom, though, of course. But so that, and then the villain, it wasn't really a villain's, and then you had the CGI. The CGI is probably being my biggest takeaway. It's like, eh. But other than that, though, I really enjoyed the movie. So like 8.5 or a 9 for me. I got to think about it still. I just got out of the movie theater. I was going to make a review when I got in the car, but I wanted to collect my thoughts as my drive went home, as I was driving home. So like I said, I'm going to go into the spoiler section. So I'm going to give you guys a 5-second head start to get the heck away from this video right now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, now we're into spoilers. So first things first. Okay, where do I even start? The thing I found really funny, and it's not really like a joke. It's more like all the dick jokes in this movie is hilarious. Like the funniest part, I think, in my head, I was just laughing so hard, is when when Michael Keaton grabs out the tape measure, and then you see the young Barry's face, he's like so it's like he's indicating like that he's used that before. So I just thought that was hilarious. Um, but there's so many funny jokes. Like I just feel like he's so my vibe of if I were to be a superhero to a degree. Like his sense of humor is hilarious. Um, oh, the funniest joke probably. It's so hard to say when you meet young Barry for the first time, and he's 18 by the way, which I should have mentioned that earlier. He's 18 in the movie, quote unquote. So Barry must be like what 20 something. I don't know, his late 20s. I didn't catch it. Regardless, though, mid to late 20s. I thought it was hilarious when you meet Barry for the first time. You see it in the trailer when he's walking home from school, like dancing like an idiot, you know. But I think it's hilarious, like when he's sitting down with his parents, you know, and regular Barry is, you know, and he's like, I gotta shit outside, and then he just goes. I thought that was so funny. Like the way he delivered it was just perfect. Like his comedic timing was just great, as both Barrys. What else? I don't even know what else I was gonna say. I lost my train of thought, of course. I just kind of be all over, so just bear with me. Some of the cameos in this movie was hilarious. First of all, you had Christopher Reeve, Superman, and his Kara Zor-El in that universe. I thought that was really cool how they did that. I know obviously he's not alive, but it was cool how they digitally rendered it in there as if he was still Superman in that universe and whatnot. Of course, you got to talk about Nicolas Cage's Superman, and I had heard a rumor that he was in there, but I didn't know how far-fetched it was going to be. But he's like kind of got like a whole little sequence to himself, it was hilarious. I heard people laughing in the theater, you know, because I heard there's rumors like, or not rumors, there was like actually like a casting call. If I'm not mistaken, I think Tim Burton was gonna make a Superman movie with Nicolas Cage. So that's just hilarious that they did. And he actually looked pretty cool as Superman. Like, I don't like the long hair, but it's a different universe, so it's not our Clark, right? That we'd be used to. What else? So I do find it kind of sad that Michael Keaton's Batman literally just dies in the end, and same with Supergirl, you know, which is kind of a bummer because I think she could really work as a standalone movie. I really do. I don't know how they would do it, but I don't know. It just sucks though because I know people probably were upset about that because I was worried they were going to do it like in Spider-Man No Way Home. I was worried they're going to kill Toby or even Andrew. Thank God they didn't, but they did the opposite here and they did kill Michael Keaton's Batman, which is kind of odd, you know. Not that it's odd, but I mean, whatever, you know, I don't know. It does kind of suck, though, if you're a fan of him. Sure. And same with Supergirl. I really liked her character. She was great. I know she was kicking some ass, too. She was awesome. And it wasn't woke. So I don't know if you guys care about that kind of stuff. It didn't feel woke at all. So don't worry about that stuff. Well, obviously, it's the spoiler section. My bad. This is the spoiler section. You've already seen the movie, most likely. So whatever. Oh, what I was going to say earlier, I cut myself off, is I find it funny how Barry goes back in time because he's upset, which is understandably, but like, I find it funny he just is like, kind of, I call it sad running because he's upset about his mom, you know, he's reminiscing, you know, when his dad's on the phone, you know, when he's in jail and he's reminiscing, you know, and he's kind of like starts running and doesn't think twice about it and he goes back in the past, you know. But I will say the whole Speed Force, I think is what I don't know what they call it in the movie exactly, like the time paradox or whatever you want to call it. You know how we're in that little bubble and they have all the events surrounding them all in the circle there. I did find that CGI a bit weird. I don't know. I mean, that's not that big of a deal. But it did look a little bit odd, you know. Like, I know it's not really reality, so it's going to look a bit odd. But the way it was done looked a little funny. I don't know. I mean, I know they can't do a Flash movie all practical. I completely get that. So I'm not really trying to nitpick in that aspect. I just, like I was saying, like, a lot of the CGI is when it comes to the face. Especially like when the two berries and the Batwing, maybe Batwing is what I was thinking of. Batwing. I don't know. But it does suck that, like I said, that Michael Keaton's Batman does die inevitably because, you know, a young Barry tried to go back and do it, but that's just his fate. You know, he's gonna die regardless in that scene. So it does suck, but you know. What else? Like, so Zod, this is what I was talking about with the villain part. So Zod definitely does have a presence for sure, you know, but he doesn't feel like he's overlapping in villainy. You know, in my head, it felt more of like the Dark Flashes, I think is what he's called in this movie. You know, even though it turns out, because when young Barry at the end was trying to go do all the time reversing and whatnot, just to kind of save everyone's lives and whatnot. That's in what turns creates Dark Flash, which very much gave me vibes of Savitar, but I don't know if they would have going to call it that to confuse audiences, and whatnot. I really wish they could have had Grant Gustin make a cameo just for like a brief second, just have him maybe in when the multiverse was colliding, just have like a brief part, because I'm just curious because Ezra Miller's Flash made an appearance in Grant's TV show, obviously, so I don't know how that would tie in. I don't know if it was more of a fan servicey thing. It's not really like too thought provoking if you don't really think about it, but it is. You know what I'm saying? Like if they're really trying to continue everything like that. So I don't know how they explained it. They might have explained it, I just don't remember in the show. It's been a minute. When it comes to Dark Flash, though, he was cool. I liked his ID. He definitely gave me Savitar vibes. He looked very similar, like the spikes and all that stuff. I like the purple lightning. That was pretty cool. My question is, though, how come some different Flashes have different lightnings? Like, I don't know if there's a scientific thing surrounding it, but I know, like, all the time there's, like, what is she called? What's the daughter called? I can't remember her name. Like, Infinite or... You know what I'm talking about. Jessie Quick. Isn't that her name? I think it is. Nora, sorry. Nora's character in the show, at least, she has purple lightning, and then, Sunbury has red lightning, Reverse Flash has yellowish lightning. So I'm just curious how that works. I don't know. My only question is, so when young Barry got struck with the lightning, obviously they said they had to have the chemicals because it kind of created like this burst effect, and it combined with the lightning to give all these effects and whatnot. But when I understand that completely, but my question is, so it took other Barry's speed away, and then when they tried to redo it again, and they didn't work the first time, I get that. But I don't know if there's like if the chemicals were just like added effect or just it needs to be lightning. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know if it's like one of those things like is Barry just like chosen and he had like the lightning specifically chose him. You know what I'm saying? And then it just gave him all these accelerated abilities. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Someone let me know. I'm not for sure. If it's just more of like, oh, it's a superhero movie, just go with it type thing. I don't know. But let me know, because when she took him up to the clouds, which is a cool scene, but when they struck him, I don't know if it just has to be lightning that recharges him and kind of gets him going and whatnot. I don't know. I don't know. I'm trying to think of other stuff, guys. I don't know off the top of my head. I'm really trying to think for you guys. Oh, the final end cameo, that really threw me off. I thought that was hilarious with George Clooney's Batman. I didn't even catch it at first. I figured there was going to be a twist or something. I just had a strong feeling. I don't know why. So really, if you think about it, there's never going to be a normal timeline now unless they were to like somehow figure it out and make another movie. I don't know. Because I don't think it'd be really tricky, because I do like the spaghetti reference, how he explained the noodles. They're going to be similar. They're going to be similar timelines, but it's never going to be the same because they're not straight anymore. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. I don't know if they can really revert time completely or whatnot. There is a post-credit scene, of course. I should have mentioned that earlier. My fault. With our Aquaman. So my question is, so Aquaman stayed the same, which a couple people stayed the same. Of course, you had Iris that was the same, and a few other people. But I do find it interesting. So now that George Clooney is the main Batman in Barry's new universe, and to my understanding, it made his dad innocent because they said, I didn't catch what he said, honestly. I could be wrong. I could have just not been fully with it. To my understanding, his technology, since he's a different Bruce Wayne, gave him more, I guess, clearage, if that, I don't know. I need to watch it again. That's all I'm going to say. I don't know, guys. I'll just tell you, I was very happy with the way I got a free poster, which is pretty cool. I got one for Across the Spider-Verse 2, and I'm very happy how that turned out, too. So I don't know, guys. As a Flash fan, I'm very happy. But it does kind of suck that this might be the last one. We got Aquaman, which I don't know if that's even going to happen at this rate. And then you got Blue Beetle, which I don't know if that's really going to do well, because he's not really a main superhero that people know. So, but you never know, right? You never know. I don't know, guys. Other than that, I'm trying to think for you guys. I don't know. Just go watch the movie, guys. It's a really good time. Like I said, my main issue is the CGI, I think, for sure. It's definitely a one up there. But if you can look past it, you'll enjoy the movie. It's a good time. So other than that, though, I really enjoyed the movie. I think everyone did a great job. I don't know what else to say right now until I collect my thoughts. Probably later at midnight. I had a energy drink earlier. As you can tell, I'm pretty wired right now. So it's probably not great because I got to work in the morning at 7 o'clock. So that's wonderful. And it's currently about 10, it's 10:30 right now. And then I got to take a shower and get wind down. So that's probably not going to happen. So anyways, though, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. It is longer than usual for sure. About 20 minutes. Don't mind my dog barking. Anyways, though, guys, hope you have a great rest of your night. Peace out, guys.